forgot about these chairs.
I didn't. I remember loving them, and I still do. Welcome back to For the People.
What's up, guys?
Hello, people.
For the people.
The final leg.
For you.
The last leg.
The finale.
Straight to prison or straight to jail. Maybe we'll do very, very well. Caught up in feelings that I can't quite spell. Ooh, you're going straight to hell. Caught up in feelings, I'm stuck on the ceiling and we won't come around. Cannot believe it, how we're stuck.
I guess
on
we'll
the
just jump
ceiling.
right into it.
Yeah, we'll jump right in.
Wait. We're filming this like, what, 4 months later?
Yeah, it's January
We'll
right
jump
now.
into it. And some crazy stuff is happening.
Some
Yeah.
crazy stuff is happening.
And we'll get into that later in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to talk about that right now. Because first, we're going to talk about day freaking one.
Uno.
Day one
Day uno. And I'm not going to cuss in this episode,
of the
Mom.
final leg.
Our last podcast was on that mountain area.
Desert.
Or whatever.
Yes.
In Roswell.
Yeah.
And then we went
To Roswell.
To Roswell.
The alien central.
Yeah, alien-themed farm town.
I don't know. We literally, it's this or corn. Isn't it the alien capital of the world?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
And
Dude, art. Beautiful art of aliens everywhere. Man.
and emphasis on beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Really?
Everywhere. No, just another UFO.
Oh, and one on the raised galactic motors.
It's so fast. I can't go that fast.
Oh, yes, the hell it is an alien, boy. And they sell stolen cars, stereo.
Really unique.
We drove through the desert.
We're on like our way home, it felt like.
Yeah.
It was very strange because it was if you think about the trajectory of the trip, it was the first time that we had ever been driving back towards Florida.
Yeah.
But after that hot, long hour of recording the podcast
In the desert?
we found this place called, I think it was Blue Hole.
Blue
Yeah.
Hole.
Where are the keys?
I do
Very
want to
cool.
mention real quick, to throw it in there real quick. This is when we found out that Idris Elba was releasing a new song.
Lime Cordial made a song with Idris Elba, aka Knuckles.
Sonic movie.
Is Knuckles fast too, or is he just
He's just cool, man.
Anyways, Blue Hole, cliff jumping, thank God, dirty day,
God,
very
dirty day.
tired.
We're so dirty.
Hey, wait, go back up again and run down. Sorry, I messed up.
I'll do it later. I'm running so exhausted.
It was the dirtiest
Got in
podcast that we
water.
did.
We got in that water, no more dirty.
No
Because
more dirty.
that was when we went from desert madness to
Uh-huh.
desert gladness.
Oh.
Because, oh my gosh, just like how good that word choice was, this next part is going to be not as good. It was freezing when we were there.
So
Exactly like I thought.
it was cold when we were in it.
Nailed it. Let's see.
So pretty
Well, after
out
that,
here.
we hit up Sean and Brian and.
Oh, I did
Cole.
want to say, real quick,
Oops.
add in there,
Oops.
in between.
Oops.
Oh, we forgot something. Big surprise for us. Zach. When we went into, I guess I don't really even need to say it, but we went into Roswell, and we wanted to go to the McDonald's, 720 North Main Street.
And we're expecting a spaceship
a
McDonald's.
UFO,
yeah.
UFO. The whole thing's a UFO.
It was like one of the things that we've had on the bucket list of things we want to see since the idea was incepted.
Yeah.
We wanted to see a bunch of the different McDonald's, and the coolest one is the UFO one. because like all the tables are in the side of the UFO. It looks sick.
Or so we thought.
And we got there, and the only part that was a
robbed us.
UFO, it was literally just a McDonald's, and then like a little UFO stuck in the side, and it was just the,
like kind of resembled
yeah,
a UFO.
and it was like
it was
the
silver.
play place.
Maybe that's seating. I hope it is.
Yeah, it is.
This is a weird looking place.
It was just a play pike.
Yeah.
Don't you remember saying play pike on them?
No.
Me neither. Me neither.
And then we went to see
Sean, Brian, John, Jacob.
John Jacob. Just don't try to do it like that.
You're right.
Okay, yeah.
So we
we'll
saw
do
Sean, Cole,
Brian,
Jacob,
John,
Jacob,
John.
Sean,
yeah,
Sean.
and John.
all of there a bunch of kids
That we went
Parker
to Full Sail with. Our best little boys.
And it was fucking awesome. We got to spend the night in the house.
We had pizza.
we had pizza.
Pizza, which by the way completes, I think, in my opinion, the trifecta of pizzas that they say you should try in America. They say try New York pizza, try Chicago pizza, and
Try
New
Papa
York.
John's Albuquerque. Yeah.
It was good.
So that was good. And then we had this super hot pepper.
Look at that thing.
And then we had some
We did
super
it.
hot.
Oh yeah, we didn't have any.
Brian Adams ate it.
Sean, I got the knife right here. We can cut the tip off. You know, we'll cut the tip. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. That smells intense. Dude, I think we just got scammed. I think this is just a.
Jacob Thabit ate it in
Sean-
the morning.
Yeah.
Sean ate
The
it.
morning the next day.
Did
Sean
Cole
ate
eat
it.
it?
Tanner ate it. I don't think, no, Cole didn't try it. Because he was smart. Like
Yeah,
us.
like me and Parker.
That's actually a great segue into what happened next day. Jacob ate the pepper in the morning because we
Yeah.
woke up and it was another day, baby. That's what we're doing out here.
Day what? 4? 3?
Day 2.
No, really?
Swear on my life.
No, it's, oh yeah, it is.
It's so funny. It's such like a bachelor pad place. There's like a single couch in the middle of this massive room.
Which just leaves more room for playing. Left, drove all the way to Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I drove all the way to this we thought was like a satanic like rest area for Texas, but it turns out, as Tanner told us, it's just the signs of all the
brands,
like brands.
of like farmers nearby.
Yeah.
That says Texas, and the A's of what? A bull?
Super weird. I guess.
Yeah, like
There's, a
bugs crawling around.
It reminded me of like a circus or something. There's like a bunch of murals of like
Bunch of clowns.
Just a bunch of clowns,
a
man.
big tent.
It reminded me of like a museum or something. Anyways,
Clown museum.
next day we woke up. Day trace.
Texas was really pretty though. I remember.
Driving through Texas. Oh, it's so awesome. Zach doesn't fill.
One of the most impressive things so far that we found out is that Tanner can fill up an entire bottle up to the brim with just one of these little water fountains. And Zach can't do.
I just did it.
Oh,
that's what it
that
was.
time he did. He learned.
There's so many nice rest stops and stuff we stopped at. Cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're all so different. You kind of get like used to this variety in these rest stops,
Yeah.
and it's fun. It's a little fun.
5 nickels because I can
Brush my teeth outside of a public place.
froggy, 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 frog, frog. Froggy, froggy, frog, 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 frog. Moth? Frog.
A diamond in the rough.
Do you remember that one time when we were driving, I think, out of Yellowstone, and it was before we had to drive back through Yellowstone and
Oh, yeah.
like outward? We're like, we just got to stop at a rest stop near here,
Oh,
and there was
yeah.
only one, and you had to go up.
And it was sketch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That one
And there was like
crazy.
No
a guy
soap or no
across the
sinks.
street or something, and Parker ran back to the van. What? When you went to go pee in the.
Zach, I think that you just that man's Parker hasn't been in the van for 30 years. Me? I can't believe we're pushing. I can't believe we've been on Texas for this long without mentioning
Yeah.
the coolest thing we freaking did in Texas.
Way cool.
It was my first rodeo.
Would you pray with me? Heavenly Father, Lord, as we stand here, we thank you for this community. For this community, Father, We love you. We serve you, and we serve our neighbors, our fellow Americans.
Let's ride! Come on! Wow.
We love you, Lord, and we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
Texas was the biggest culture shock of the whole trip.
They're committed to the bit in Texas, like for sure.
So many
Buckle-
cowboy
big
hats,
buckles, too.
big buckles.
Oh, big buckles.
The minute we walked in there in our short shorts and our like,
Oh man, we
What?
were so out of place.
yeah, so out of place.
Here's Jake Barnes!
They put us on the jumbotron.
on the jumbotron and told us to dance.
Everyone!
And we did, because like what else are you supposed to do? They say dance.
We gotta dance.
Gotta dance.
You gotta dance. Another like small thing about the rodeo, man versus beast.
All those buckers.
All those buckers.
Oh man, so many buckers there.
Yeah.
Unfunny clown
The
man.
halftime show.
But
Excuse me.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, but what are you doing?
Oh man, I've been uptown at the nursing home. I was in there yesterday with a little feller, and I was playing and was singing, and come time for me to go.
Right.
I said, buddy, you get a chance to die, take it.
It was about as funny as it sounds.
Yeah.
I bet he had like some like I bet he's named like Barrel or something, like something crazy like that.
Oh, thank you.
We saw the horniest while we were there.
Watch out, here I come.
the funniest guy ever.
Yeah, it was so cool.
And like, I forgot what it's called. Calf wrangle? Is that what it's called? And they just say, okay, anyone 12 and under.
Get the ring!
And then all these little kids just like
Jump over the
down
fence.
into
Their
the
dads are like lowering them
Yeah,
over the rails.
It's so cool. And all the kids are so hyped. And they go out there and they run after.
They knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, this
And
other
did
one.
not.
This other one, they put helmets on the kids and made them like hold on
Yeah.
to the sheet.
And he won a BB gun.
Right next to us.
And
Yeah.
it was so cool. It's like such a Texas thing to like give like this 7-year-old kid a BB gun. Oh, look at the fucking cruise ship and the moon.
Oh, damn. Hella dang. It was literally a situation of being like, hey, why is there a limo in the bull rink? And it would be like, no, because he comes every Friday and reads off all the sponsors. It's like,
Yeah.
Day number 4! We drove into Louisiana,
Yeah,
Louisiana.
which had recently been completely decimated by a hurricane.
Very recently.
Very
Yeah.
recently. Kind of sad stuff. Right before we went in and partied in the sickest place in the country, baby! Bourbon Street!
Oh, somebody stole the brother? You had 2 cats here and someone walked off with one?
What?
That fucking sucks. That's terrible.
We saw the cat. She used to go to the club. She liked to go to the club next door to listen to music. And she go next door to the gallery, but she always come back here. And maybe she saw who took the cat because she get very nervous when she see like a man. Maybe she saw when someone took her brother.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I hope that they
Yeah.
bring the cat back for you.
Yeah. Sorry
If we find it, we're gonna bring it back here immediately. And we'll beat up whoever stole it.
Yes. He literally has the cat.
We found him.
What?
We can beat him up like Zach said.
Honestly, nothing we can do.
Did we say New Orleans yet? Yeah.
New Orleans.
Yes, we went to New Orleans. smells not like shit, but like a porta potty. So.
Alright, not as bad as shit, but.
Where are my shoes, bro? I gotta piss more than I've ever had.
Parking on Bourbon Street should have been our first sign that visiting the party capital of America during the pandemic maybe wasn't going to be as big of a party as we thought.
And the hurricane, I think, was another big problem.
Yes,
and I think it was maybe a Tuesday night.
Just us and the.
I'm pretty sure it's the party capital, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
the
was
party capital.
I think it's the party capital of America.
Yeah.
It was just like Parker just said.
world.
It was just us and homeless people and buskers.
And we didn't even pee on any of like the sidewalks or anything.
You can just pee wherever the fuck you feel like is a pee spot. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting of this beautiful part of a very sketch place. First bar we went to, they didn't let us in because we didn't have our IDs. Or no.
Okay, they checked our IDs like 3 times, and then they looked at my ID, and they're like, "Yeah, no, this one's no good."
This
It's
kid's
like, what?
definitely not 21.
And I was explaining to him, I was like, "That's my ID. That's my driver's license. That's the only one I've ever had."
And then I don't think we have video of it, but I like yelled at the guy and told him what for. But he was
And then I swept his legs, and then Parker stepped on his face.
Yeah, I curb stomped him into like his own bar.
And he started
Like
fighting back.
cowboys.
He started fighting back. He grabbed Parker's leg, made Parker look like a complete idiot.
Yeah. But then I came back with the.
But then
with the,
me and Tanner protected him.
Yeah. I protect myself too.
Yeah.
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 I did like cool like I don't know, I did a bunch of like fighting moves and stuff, but
bunch of crazy like fights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We did end up eventually getting drinks at bars.
We got like these icy things.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro. Literally, I want to drink every drink for the rest of my life in icy form. It's a lot more like a scary vibe right here.
It was like goo ice.
Yes.
It was like ice goo.
Yeah.
Ice goo
Oh,
with
ice
alcohol.
goo.
I do remember how gooey it was. The Shoe Riddler.
The Shoe Riddler. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you 2 things. One, you never play a man in his own game, right?
Right?
Oh, he's a
I
hustler.
said when you got him, sit and take this trick when you got him, right?
Yeah.
And
Wait, what
right
happened?
now,
What did he
you
say?
got him on your damn feet. Right here on Bourbon Street and all these Louisiana. I haven't said what the fuck you bought, and I said when you got him. You got him on your feet. You got the shirt on your back, the shorts on your ass, you got the shoes on your feet.
What store did I get these
I
shoes
haven't said
from?
where you bought them.
What store did I get these shoes from?
I got it from my
Tell me
girlfriend.
the
No,
store.
you got him on your damn feet.
I bought these online. Close though.
Definitely the smartest hustlers of any of the
Yeah.
hustlers in any of the cities.
Yeah, they would do like riddles with us.
Yeah.
Do riddles. They would play like instruments.
games.
Mind games.
I'm Zach.
How you doing, Zach?
Parker.
How you doing, Bob? Now I'm gonna spell your last name.
Okay.
Y-O-U-R. Spell your
That's so good.
And your granddad, look, your granddad didn't have no kids. Your grandma.
See, I like this. That's so good, dude. I love that type of trick. We've been traveling around the country right now. We went to New York, all the biggest cities, New Orleans. Like people are out here trying to do this stuff. I know you're trying to, you know. But you guys are the smartest ones.
Yeah, you
guys
totally
got-
are
you
the
guys
smartest
got-
one.
you guys got
Smarter
the
than New
best
York, smarter than LA, smarter than everybody. I tell you what.
New York think they got more game than us.
Yeah, you got way more.
Yes, I know.
Good man, good man, good man.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good night.
Someone
so
was
we
selling
did-
coke and weed out there.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Bro, look at this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Boobs in the butts.
Boobs and butts, bro. That's all we need.
Butts. I like. No. I like coke. I like weed.
We went
Party
into
to
the
death.
porn shop.
Yeah, the sex time shop.
The sex time shop.
What is the boy saying that?
What are these?
can turn them all on.
No, don't turn them on.
Oh, look, they have nutrition.
But we met tons of awesome coke and weed guys out there.
Oh, they've got tiny little cute cop cars.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read off some of these things because I can tell I ran out of space and started making them way smaller. So you guys just tell me if you remember what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Drunk tour guide.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there was a ghost tour going on, I think it was, and there was we just observed across the street. There's like nobody out there, so anything going on is very obvious. And there was just a big circle of people around this lady talking.
And you want to do exactly what I told you to do at the beginning of the tour? You want to run.
Yeah. Slurring her words, like clearly drunk, like forgetting what she's talking about halfway through.
Most importantly, though, do y'all know where you are.
Waffle House? Was there a story with Waffle House?
We went to a Waffle House.
We were gonna spend the night on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah. Hotel on Bourbon Street. How much does that cost?
Probably a lot. Stay in our van for free. Anyone can come sleep here.
Anyone is welcome.
And then
Spending the night on Bourbon Street with the boys.
come on, really?
With the boys.
I can't. I have to piss.
With my two favorite friends, Zach and Tanner. This some guy invited himself into our group.
Yeah. All of a sudden, our 4-person group that has been like.
We have window covers for all of the windows except for the two side front ones.
And we've never. It's surprising that we never had that problem ever. Yeah. Ever until that
except
night.
the guy
who FBI van.
Yeah, the FBI. Who's let us. I don't even know if we talked about that. But
True beans. True. I think we did.
Yeah. Zach shined his light at him.
Spent the night in Bourbon Street. Never mind. We went to Waffle House.
Yep.
Actually stayed at Right Stop. I know that's not what I meant to type.
Well, I think we went to Walmart and then it was closed or they didn't allow overnight parking, and then we went to the Right Stop.
What is Right Stop?
Rest Stop.
Rest Stop.
I'm so thirsty all the time.
And then we went to Alabama.
Day 5. The fan just started leaking. Perfect timing. So Alabama started off with us getting an oil change.
We're like, okay, check engine light has been on since day 1.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We have to solve that issue. Like erase the check engine light? Turns out the solution was just turning it off.
But then our
Just ignoring
truck,
it.
or our van got lifted up on that thing, remember? Because we were doing
Yeah.
the oil change too. And then we walked over to Chick-fil-A. It was
Yeah.
kind of far away. And then we got Chick-fil-A, and then we walked back.
Yeah.
Dog, we are.
And it
I
remind-
think we've gotten so good at telling
I
stories
know.
over the course of
It's
this.
beautiful how we do it. All of our descriptive language.
So that actually fixed. Back in Flabby.
Oh, back and
Florida, baby! Florida! We're home! Florida, we missed you!
And then we went to Gulf Islands.
On the road, and we're getting old. La 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 la, lonely nights, driving toward city lights. Lonely nights, wishing you would hold me tight.
We're stuck. We always get stuck at these types of things. They do this thing sometimes in national parks where one of the lanes won't be working or something.
Classic Zach, always complaining.
Yeah, he's not patient enough.
Lame.
I guess Venice Beach kind of counts, but it was our
Ruby
first like
Beach?
Florida feeling beach.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Since we had left, I think.
And you know why it was so Florida feeling? Because
Florida.
it was in Florida. And that was almost just the end of our journey. But not quite. Because then we went
To Jake's house.
And his little brother, by the way.
Tanner's baby little brother.
And his baby little, tiny little.
All grown
We
up.
played Spider-Man.
Literally right here is the spot, is where those guys were like jumping.
We got mysterious chicken.
Actually, we're waiting on the chicken. If you'll park in the lot, we'll run it out.
Okay, perfect.
And the rest stop was a big tree in the middle. Or no, that was Texas. I thought that rest stop was the one with the big windows thing in it. Well, there was multiple. The circus one was the rodeo one.
Oh yeah. That's
This rest stop that we slept at was the last rest stop we ever slept at.
Yeah.
And that mysterious chicken we ate.
It's the
I haven't
last-
had a freaking slice of chicken since, baby.
Yeah.
I want a freaking slice, bro. I just want a slice, bro.
Then on day 6, so Zach, I imagine like a music cue here where it's like a strum on a guitar. It's when we're getting back home, driving past like things
All
that we
this stuff, yeah.
recognize and everything, which is.
Home sweet home, baby.
now we're gonna do our separate wrap-ups. But I do think we should all bring it in real quick right here.
We love each other.
We love each other.
We still like each other
Yes,
after all
that's
that.
another big payoff.
Yeah, oh my God.
We never hated each other.
Yeah, we never
everyone
got in a fight
said
or
we're gonna
anything.
hate each other.
We're like just like even more close than we are.
Yeah.
Than we were before.
100%.
And dude,
We still hang out
people-
all the time.
Everyone said we were gonna hate each other.
Yeah.
Everyone said we
Literally.
were gonna hate each other.
3 guys in a van. You guys are gonna hate each
way.
other.
All right.
For the future.
So, do you want to do your wrap up first, Parker? Oh, fuck me.
First.
All right. You want me to close this door?
Yeah, because then the hallway light will be on.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Back at it in this video.
All right, so now we're doing the personal segments, the separate set. We actually haven't come up with a name for this. This is for the people, singles. Some crazy stuff has happened, like we said in the beginning of the episode, but I'm sure Tanner will talk about that.
Where's the King of Central Park at? King of Central Park got brain cancer.
That was kind of like a surreal moment for us. It still doesn't even seem real, but everything's going fine and little miracles, I guess.
But it's been super dope. I've been getting back to work. I mean, you don't have to worry about me.
Looking back on the van trip, it was probably the most formative and best experience of my whole entire life. I am a little more stressed now.
My whole life is kind of in a little bit of a day's soup right now.
While you're living in a van traveling the country with your 2 best friends, you're only really ever worried about the next thing. You gotta figure out where you have to park every night. You gotta figure out where you're gonna get fresh water that isn't tainted.
Where are we? Oh my gosh, where are we? Ugh, I've already started this so many times.
I've been making music lately, and it's very fun.
After this trip, I just learned more about myself, that I don't have to be so hard on myself. I don't have to analyze everything that I do. Just be more appreciative about everything. Even during the trip, I was like, okay, I have to appreciate these moments because I know that one day we're gonna be back home and we're not gonna be on this trip and it's gonna suck.
But if there's one thing I pulled from the van that I feel like really helped with the brain cancer thing, it was just keeping a positive attitude. I hate Chicago!
It's fucking cliche, but just cherish all the moments that you have with everyone, because you never know what's gonna happen.
It very much felt like a coming of age type journey. I feel like I am much more confident in myself and my abilities now being at home again. There's a lot more time to worry about the future and who I am and who I'm becoming. And not that I'm very happy with who I am and who I'm becoming.
You don't have to stress about things that are gonna happen in the future, things that happened in the past, because in the past it's all done with, and in the future it doesn't even exist yet. I don't know, just do whatever you want.
What's gonna happen is what's gonna happen with life. You know, I'm much more go with the flow nowadays. At the end of the day, Chicago wasn't even that bad, right? Right? I mean, Chicago was pretty nice. Pretty nice place. I like Chicago!
Yeah, while you're in the van, you're not really worried about that kind of stuff, which is really cool. It forces you to live in the moment, and it allows you to get to know yourself and work on yourself in this magnified environment.
How are we different? Am I different? Yeah, kind of, but also kind of not. I just like to consider myself continually improving. You keep that positive attitude about everything, and you'll realize how much more you'll enjoy it.
I feel like I have been much more motivated as a person coming back from the van trip. I feel like I value being outside more.
After the van trip, I'm definitely like a little more nervous about the future.
I feel like there was this big problem in my life where I felt like, oh, I'm supposed to be an adult now, and I have no idea how to do that.
Like all the taxes and all the real adult stuff you have to think about, because I don't know anything about that.
I was coming back with almost a vengeance, like I'm ready to be an adult.
I definitely am more confident in myself.
Future plans, I think that me and Parker and Cece and Nikki are all gonna drive out to LA and live there.
Again, it'll be another scary trip, but I'm sure it'll work out, just like this one did.
My future plans, I don't even want to say that. It's so lame. Going to school for business.
When we all have to figure out what we want to do with the future, it's hard not to try and get them to all stay together. Like, like, come on. We're not gonna have 3 separate houses in the same neighborhood? What?
How to take your own van trip. Okay, this is a fun one. I love this. Okay, much better than talking about business.
If you're thinking about doing a van trip alone, scratch that. That's a stupid fucking idea. You're an idiot and you should throw that idea away.
I'm saying at least 2 buddies need to be with you on this venture.
Find yourself a couple of chocolate lovers.
It's not just you and one other person. It's not just you by yourself. Obviously, that would be very difficult. Ooh.
1 best friend? I don't know. 2 best friends? Sweet spot right there.
I assume that's what he meant by chocolate lovers, was best friends that you've been friends with since the beginning of your life.
Yeah, they look like some chocolate lovers over here.
I think that was a big thing too, is having people that you love talking to, because, oh my God, we talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. It's just like thinking almost. I feel like we just all agree on so many things and have such similar rhythms to our speech and whatnot.
Everyone was saying that we were gonna break down. I mean, I think we said that in the episode anyways, but we didn't. We had no troubles whatsoever.
We had 1 set of keys for this van with 3 people traveling across the whole country. How did we not one time think that somebody else had the keys and locked them in the car? Because I feel like that's totally something we do. I've locked myself in my car before.
If you always remember that you can fake it until you make it, build what you think is a van, go out and do what you think is supposed to be a van trip, then eventually you're just doing a van trip. You faked it until you've maked it.
Fake it till you make it 1 million views. Ooh. A million views?
And I think I've taken that with me a lot through other parts of my life too, you know, going through the cancer treatment, which is not a joke. That really happened. This is a real eye patch. Just so you know, my eye didn't fall out.
Realize that you can do whatever you want and you're not held down to a schedule. Just go with your best friends and have a fucking great time and film it all and make videos. But make videos that aren't as good as ours, because ours are pretty good. And if you make them better, then we might get mad about that.
This is what I'll leave off on. This is good.
We're super awesome people, and you should be jealous of us.
I made it out totally fine and with an eye patch, which I like to think takes this from a series that had a pirate episode into the pirate series.
It may not sound like a very long time, but that felt like a year. It felt like we were out on the road for so long.
It was literally the best time I've ever had.
I don't know, it feels so real. It's sick.
Oh, it's been so awesome.
I would do this trip again in a heartbeat with them, no matter what.
It was a great experience for us. I hope it was a great experience for you.
Has this gone anywhere? Have I really said anything? Yes.
We are like literally the coolest people ever for doing this, right? Like, no joke, it blows my mind. It just feels like from conceptualization to we're done with the van trip was just the most insane amount of time that I've ever lived in my entire life.
And it was such a short amount of time.
Yeah. So short.
It was so short.
It's like 6 months.
We did it within a year easily. Like, bought the van, decked it out, traveled the whole country, came back.
We came up with the idea for it last Christmas.
Yeah.
After we did that first
We were
trip.
only gone for 2 months.
And it's crazy to think that we're now in that part that we predicted so long ago, which makes it feel like we can do anything.
I know. Yeah. It was like, yeah. I feel like I've never been as confident in myself as I was getting off of that van trip.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. It was like, we
did
just
everything
did everything.
right.
Yeah.
We did everything and we did everything right.
Perfect.
Mic drop moment.
Yes.
Wow. All right,
Done.
but it was super awesome hanging out with you guys throughout the entire
Thank you
United
guys for
States.
watching.
I love you, Adrian.
Hey, you guys, you guys aren't as bad as we thought you were in the beginning, man. You guys are pretty cool.
Thanks for watching. Whoever's watching the last episode, thank you so much.
Yeah. For real.
Thank you.
Almost too committed.
Almost embarrassing.
We love you.
Hey! Okay, so this will be the game. Whoever can get farthest from 9 wins.
Oh, yeah. See, I told you, it's so cool. Let's go, Tanner! No! Don't stop flying! Zach! Come on, Zach! You got this, baby! Come on, Tanner, draw with him! Draw with him! Hold it! Hold it! Take him to the fucking leader! They stay, red wine can be a
In the first episode, we met Dennis, and it turns out, if you look back, he has a white beard, okay? Big rosy cheeks, and he gives us gifts. So maybe Santa blessed our trip? I don't fucking know. I guess.